God is not more in love with some future version of you that doesn't struggle as much with pills or porn or whatever. He is madly in love with the broken version of you that you are today. That's the you that he wants to meet with. Just be warned, he loves that you way too much to leave you there. But man, I just hope your faith is, God forbid, not just about doing chores for him, and not just about what you do or don't do because of what you happen to believe. What am I saying? I'm saying, I hope that you're enjoying him. Because I can assure you of one thing, as a dad with kids, he's enjoying you. After all, he designed dopamine and gave it to you in the first place. Pastor Judah Smith said, if you want evidence for the goodness of God, really all you gotta do is look at the design of the Garden of Eden. I mean, humanity with God, in the beautiful creation of the garden, picture perfect paradise like an all-inclusive resort for a husband and a wife who are naked and unashamed, given the gift of sex to enjoy and to use to fill the earth. I mean, delicious fruit, all the natural sugar you could ever want without the crash. I mean, 1 million pets, a river that's full of gold, and trees that apparently were only there because they were beautiful to look at. God is good. Even look at the ministry of Jesus, the Messiah. 3 years of, Judah says it this way, the greatest rescue mission in the history of the universe. You could argue there's some urgency there as heaven and hell hangs in the balance and he has a job to do, a scandal called grace. This is a big deal, those 3 years. But even though it was the greatest rescue mission ever, the Son of God still enjoyed the ride. I mean, that'll bother you a bit if you've got a religious spirit, you know? That Jesus went to weddings for fun, that he laughed and told jokes and enjoyed good food and good drink with friends he loved. I mean, I don't know, Pastor. Makes me nervous. Let's talk holiness, not happiness, as if they're not intimately related to each other. Not happiness, let's holiness. We're in church, but you wanna know what's interesting to me? The same people who say that in church will also walk out of here and go on vacation and get a manicure and go play golf and watch Ted Lasso and go to happy hour and enjoy life. But for some reason, just when it comes to your faith, and just in church, it's not about happiness. It's not about wearing hats in church. It's about doctrine. And it's about dogma. It's not about pleasure. That's a bad word. It's about joy. I got the joy down in my heart. Where? Not on your face. Just hidden away, deep down in your heart to stay. Meanwhile, we have a job, and it's to be the representation of the goodness of God to the whole world. I mean, you guys, I feel like if I wanted to right now, I could make a pretty good case that as Christians, we have an obligation to at least work on being happy. I'm not saying at the cost of holiness. I'm not saying be fake. I'm not saying don't cry tears if you're sad. I'm not saying tell them you're fine when you're not. I'm saying what Paul said. I'm the messenger. Paul said, rejoice in the Lord when? Always. And then he doubles down. I say it again, rejoice. I mean, guys, death has been defeated. Jesus is alive. We're going to heaven forever. And Eden is not just your past, it's also your future, only better when Jesus restores and makes it all new. I mean, that should make us like a little happy. And happiness is contagious and it's attractive, which is useful when you're trying to shine bright like a light to a world that is getting darker by the decade. When Peter and Paul wrote about preparing your mind and stewarding your brain, they didn't know about dopamine, and they certainly didn't know how it worked. But God did, and now we do. And I think science shows us, and this will be on the screen, God gave us dopamine to shine like a light, enjoy him, and to pursue that rich and satisfying life that he came to give us. And the secrets, I believe, to boosting that dopamine is found in self-control and the spiritual disciplines. Jesus said, rich and satisfying is the life I came to bring you. It's an interesting paradox as well, that embracing pain, when all we want to do is eliminate it or erase it or escape it. Embracing pain is actually what leads to the fullness of life that Jesus talked about. And it kind of puts James 1:2 in a whole new perspective. I used to hate this verse until I saw it through this lens. Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. T.J. Power, in his book, The Dose Effect, says, when you repeatedly spike and crash your dopamine levels, it exhausts your dopamine system. This is a primary cause of the demotivated, depressive symptoms you may be experiencing in your life. So, here's what I think. I really believe the new secret superpower that'll give you access to the abundant life Jesus came to give you, or even the secret to the future, is this: self-control, which is a fruit of the Spirit. It just doesn't get the same airtime as the others. You're like, let's talk peace, joy, and love, huh? Like that tastes sweet. It's like self-control is kind of like the veggie of the fruit of the Spirit, a little bit more bitter. You know, let's talk love, peace, and joy, huh? But what if I were to tell you that self-control is your secret to unlocking more love, peace, and joy in your life? Even scientists are saying the future belongs to those of us who can self-regulate in a world of increasing drugs and distractions when nobody else is coming to limit your access for you. What area of your life do you need self-control in? Honestly, I think that's the boring question, though. I think we all know the answer to that. Like, what is my drug? What are my drugs of choice? We all know that. But it's good just to kind of say it to God and say it to yourself, because the questions after that question get a lot better. What is that drug of choice hiding from you that God actually wants to heal and restore and redeem, but he's not getting the chance to because you keep numbing it at this tree? What is the life to the full? What's the holiday at sea that I could be stepping into more of this year, over the next decade? But this one area is keeping me from it, all because of a lack of self-control. I think self-control is the secret to the love and the peace and the joy that we're actually searching for. And spiritually and physically, scientifically, you see this proven. Like even in God, how God wired your brain, your prefrontal cortex actually gets weaker every time you give in to temptation, which makes it easier the next time, but it actually gets stronger every time you choose victory instead of giving in. It gets stronger. Your brain's capacity to the amount of dopamine that you can handle, that gives you those sensations of shining bright like a light and enjoying God and pursuing with motivation the life he's given you to live. Like your brain's capacity to hold that much dopamine increases the more that you start to fill your day with spiritual disciplines that actually require effort. You know, the gospel is opposed to earning. Absolutely, you cannot earn your salvation, but it's actually very for effort. If you love me, you will pursue me. If you have received this, you will follow my commands. Once you belong and believe, it starts to change how you behave in every other part of your life as well. And it's for you. It's for you. Leading to three things: shining brighter in a world that's getting darker, enjoying God as he is enjoying you, and more passion to pursue and feel the rich and satisfying life Jesus died and rose again to give you. David said this, he said, "Restore to me the joy of your salvation." That's been my prayer for our church. That's been my prayer for me. Restore to us the joy of our salvation. He is in the business of restoring and renewing. Jesus says at the end of Revelation, "I am making right now all things new."